Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the theme park evangelist. So I'm at my church, and of course the alarm was already set. And then my stupid butt accidentally reset the alarm, so I'm going to wait a few minutes and give it a chance to um, get itself reset and all that. And then I'll go ahead and disarm it because I'm here to clean for at least an hour before I go to the Creation Museum to do Christmas Town. So while I'm standing here waiting, I figured that I would kill some time and I would tell you guys a interesting story about what happened last week. Actually, let me pause this really quick. That's better. Yeah, it's gonna probably look a little weird on your computers and all that fun stuff, but it is what it is. I didn't realize what I was doing right away, but whatever. Anyway, so you guys probably remember that last Monday I was at the Cincinnati Zoo last Monday night, and it was freezing. Oh my goodness, it was so cold. And as you guys go back and watch this vlog later, you'll notice David's using his front-facing camera, and it's in perfect HD. Like, what happened? Well, let me lead up to that. So, I am at the Cincinnati Zoo, and I finished my vlog perfectly. I got dropped back off at my college pastor's house around 10. Well, I mean, they had to go back home anyway. That's where I parked my car. I went home. I went to work the next day. The next day was a pretty good day. And my parents invited me over to their house for dinner, and I actually brought dinner with me. Now, here comes the funny part. So, I did my normal, and I forgot to put my phone in my pocket first, and then grab everything. So, I tried to do all that, and as usual, as clumsy as I was, I accidentally dropped my phone again. And I'm notorious for dropping my phone. And this time I really did it in. So I tried to fix it when I got back home later that night. And of course, there was nothing I could do about it. I actually made it worse. And I freaked out and I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do, And I'm like, my whole OCD just got completely thrown off. It was horrible. And I took it to the phone repair place in the area. It's called Quick Fix. And I showed them the phone. And I'm like, is there anything you guys can do for me? So they said, well, we'll take a look at it. I'm like, can I leave it here? I'm on my 15, which I unfortunately was late for that day. Because I was just so determined to get it fixed. And they were like, oh yeah, you can leave that here. So I left the phone there. I came back that evening thinking, yes, I'm finally going to have a phone again. And to my surprise, they did not have the phone fixed. And I was like, what happened? And they were like, well, it turns out your phone's worse than we thought. Not only is your screen cracked, but also your phone battery is gone. They said both are going to need to be replaced, not to mention your front-facing camera may never work again. So I'm like, so how much is everything going to cost? Over $130. And I'm like, well, at this point, I might as well go get a new phone. So, I went over to Best Buy, which happens to be right next to my work, and I told them I really need a new phone. And I told them that night, and they were like, well, do you want to buy one out of pocket? I'm like, yes. And of course, I didn't, stop and think about the fact that iPhone SEs were going to be like $400 no matter what. And if I had thought about it, I would have just looked at something cheaper. And of course, I came in 15 minutes before they're going to close. They were going to try to get me out of there as quickly as possible. So they were like, well, you need to come back in tomorrow morning. Of course, that's not what I want to hear. I just want a new phone. Hurry. So I come back in the next morning, and now I'm getting really irritated. I just want to get the new phone. I want to get activated. I want to go to work and go back to my life as I remember it. And I was able to get a new phone. However, though, they didn't have it. I had to go all the way to Eastgate, Ohio, where the Jungle Gyms is at that I'm going to be taking TJ to in February. So, the very next morning, which was yesterday morning, I went all the way to Eastgate just to go get it. And then I got it activated, and then I drove it all the way back to my work, and I spent what time I could, like free time that is, getting the stupid thing set up and ready to be used. All I could tell myself was I had to have it by Sunday night because I knew I had a YouTube video I had to get ready for. So here we are, Sunday night. I was able to get everything taken care of, and I was able to relax this afternoon instead of being forced to drive all the way to Eastgate and taking care of this. And I'm so thankful for that because honestly, the last thing I wanted to do this afternoon was drive all the way to Eastgate. And yeah, I could have spent more time cleaning today, but instead I got to spend time with my parents, and we had Cracker Barrel for lunch/dinner, and now I can spend a little time cleaning the church, and then I'll be on my way. So when I see you guys again, I will be at the Creation Museum, and we'll do the whole Christmas Town thing. So looking forward to seeing you guys then. Alright guys, well, I said that I would save the best for last. And here we are. I can already smell those bonfires. I am officially at the Creation Museum for Christmas Town. As exciting as that is. Now, I know you can't see a lot from way back here, but I promise we will get closer. I can guarantee it. I'm not sure what this tent's for. I don't remember this from last time. There's definitely a lot more people here than the last time I was here, which was last Sunday. They even put me in guest overflow parking today, which is crazy. So, because I really want a soda, I'm going to take you guys to the museum itself first, and then we'll backtrack and kind of go around the entire perimeter of the place. It's not too bad out here, unlike Monday when I was at the zoo and it was really cold out. Like, I could actually handle not wearing my gloves tonight, which is nice. But I still have a jacket on, because you never know.
I'll hold your hand then.
Lot of lights. So, of course, they have a skating rink here. I've not found it at the Ark Encounter yet. And it's like over here somewhere. I'm just not 100% sure where it is. Upgrade your experience. Ooh, look at these. Alright. I will stop here for now. So here's something interesting, guys. The Creation Museum is free just to see the lights. However, the Ark Encounter, they charge you. So, I don't get that, but at the same time, I'm like, okay. I mean, every place does things differently. Just check out all those lights. So this is a really nice phone because this one has a built-in stabilization mode into it. I used to use a video camera, and back then I would have to go and stabilize the videos myself, and honestly it kind of ruined it because I don't know, to me it wasn't the same. Yeah, they're very busy over here selling popcorn. So they said that the only thing that costs money in the museum to go do would be for me to go into the exhibits. And of course the 4D show is already done for the night. So the last item's still playing, go figure on that, which I've seen many times. And then, of course, the Christmas star costs money. But that's like separate. I don't know if I would actually have to pay to go to the museum and then pay for the Christmas star, but it doesn't matter because I already saw that last Sunday. And I'll tell you right now, it is very good. So my dad personally said that this is better than the Ark Encounter because of the fact that this is more spread out versus the Ark Encounter. Well, I should say the Ark Encounter is more spread out. I meant to say that versus this is more compact. So it seems like there's more lights, if that makes any sense. And since this is my first time using this phone, like for YouTubing, I figured I would take this time to talk to you guys about the phone and also get you guys caught up on what happened over the past week. So I also did notice with this phone, as strange as this is, so as I'm filming, I only have a little bit of screen to see while I'm filming. However, though, if I were to go back and play it back, it'll be full screen. So I was a little worried at first that I wouldn't get the full experience. Like, you guys wouldn't get the full experience is what I mean. And my phone likes to keep adjusting its brightness depending on where on Earth I am, like depending on how much brightness there is too. So of course later on I'll be walking around that direction and I'm going to show you guys the lights around the lake. I promise I will take pictures because this does allow me to take pictures as I'm vlogging. This is actually easier to see that I'm taking pictures because my iPhone, I was like, did it take a picture? And then I would have to take another picture and then sometimes I have a duplicate. It was kind of annoying, you know. But yeah, hopefully this will turn out a lot better than the iPhone. This seems to have a really nice camera, so you know, I'm really excited about this opportunity. And I've already found a really good editing software to use, and it seems to work very well. So, oh, I thought it was funny. I said to the employee, "Oh, I'm here to promote for you guys," and she goes, "Okay." I guess they're not used to it. Disney likes to eat that up. Because I would go to the parks all the time, not just for my own enjoyment, but to promote them. So you know how that is. Once I get inside, I'll have to put these brochures in my back pocket so I'm not forced to carry them around. Well, there's the lake that I'll be going to later. Maybe I'll find my brother. So yeah, the Christmas Star is basically a planetarium show that talks about the star that the wise men saw 2,000 years ago. Like, what is it? What caused it? Was it a miracle? All that. So if you're ever in Petersburg, Kentucky, check it out. I would. So tell me now if the quality of my phone has improved. I realized I made a little error while I was vlogging. I forgot to turn on HDR, and that might have been a very easy thing to miss, but it would have made a huge difference. Plus, I do have the auto lighting on, as I said. So, anyway, yeah, I discovered it while I was taking photos. And I'm like, that's weird. These don't seem to look right. Like, they look great, but once I turn on the HDR, it turned out even better. So, yeah, I'm hoping that will improve. I was standing on the bridge drinking my giant chocolate chip cookie that I forgot about. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about those. And then I just stood around waiting my turn to just take a single solo picture. And there's just a lot of people out just taking pictures and enjoying the Christmas holiday. I mean, come on, it's been a depressing year. Gotta have some type of happiness, you know?
Look at this tree, Joe. I like it.
Blue, purple, green, lime, aqua. It's got a lot of colors, really.
You know when it's so busy that you can barely move? Kind of reminds me of my good old Magic Kingdom days. Like going there as a guest. I never really had to deal with that as a cast member, because when I worked at Tomorrowland Speedway, you basically kind of went from Tomorrowland Speedway to the staircase underneath. See, this is really pretty right here. Just wait till we get to the gazebo, which is why I'm intentionally going this way. I'm gonna go backtrack in just a minute to go get a refill, but
Harper, where's your sissy's hand?
I probably will only take pictures if I walk backwards.
What's that? Raft guy.
Yeah, those are some kind of berries. I don't think I have maybe like 3 pictures of me and you, like recent.
Wow. Look at that. go, 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 go. That last step was a doozy. I decided to take the footbridge. I still haven't even shown you guys the entire perimeter.
Was I seriously that small at one point? Yep. Because I just thought in my head, if I could get her to the other side of the park.
She threw them in a bag and you know where you put your phone.
So no, I'm not leaving yet. Because we're going to go to the other side now. You're just kind of re-looking at stuff we already saw. But I'm done on the museum side. So now we're going to go to the other half, which is the petting zoo side, as well as the skating rink side. I bumped into someone that my dad used to work with. So it was kind of nice that she recognized me, even though I was by myself. And then she's like, "What are you doing here by yourself?" And I'm like, "Oh, I came here to YouTube." I don't usually go with people to YouTube per se, unless they don't mind, like TJ or Kay or Vanita, or even Alan. And Alan's a very busy man, so he can't always YouTube with me. Not that he doesn't mind it. You know that TJ doesn't mind. TJ has more free time than Kay. That's why you see him more vlogs of mine than anybody else's. Let's go this way. I'm just wandering aimlessly right now.
God, they're so good.
Yeah, I got down on one knee.
Oh boy.
Don't like this. Don't like this.
My brother joked around. He said as many times as he's passed by this bench, he's never actually sat down there before. So last Sunday, he decided to. And I guess it's part of the living nativity. It was so cold last Sunday, I guess they weren't doing it. It's much better tonight. It's in the high 30s, low 40s tonight. To Florida, that's cold, but to us Kentuckians, that's much warmer than like high 20s, low 30s. Well, what do you know about that? I just went in a big circle, but that was fun. Worth it. So when I was here last Sunday, of course, I got a free meal, but only because of the fact that I was with my family, and you know, half of my family works for AIG, because I probably talked about it numerous times. So that's how I got away with it. Unlike November 30th, personally, I think it was my friend Mary Jo, who works for the Ark Encounter, as a manager who hooked me up, but it could also be the fact that she thought my Kings Island ID was valid enough to get me in. It's hard to say though. There's a lot of people huddled around the fire here. I love when I tell people at my work, oh, I'm a YouTuber as a hobby or whatever. And then they go, what? You're not. And then I'm like, yeah. Looks like people are starting to leave, by the way. But yeah, at work, I'm pretty quiet about it. I just don't feel the need to go around blabbing about it. You know, you got your daytime job, you got your job that you have to go to, and you just have to stay focused completely on that. And you do your fun thing when you can. That's the best way to put it. This is where the nativity is at, by the way. Right over here. Pavilion 3, which is actually where a few AIG employee events are normally held to. So we got another view of the museum over here. Well, let's go this way. Sure, the living nativity is very cool, but I didn't really come to show you guys that. There's the playground over there, which is being heavily used right now. Oh, the nativity is over here. My apologies. Can't go that way. Yeah, I remember, because this is where I bumped into everybody last time. So here's another great opportunity for me to take some more pictures. So we went that way last week, which is where the petting zoo is at, but I'm going this way. So I want to be a little different. Well, guys, we're about 12 days away from Christmas now. Or even you could say 11. But that being said, this year is almost over, which is amazing for a lot of us. You know, hard to believe that the year just started, and I was watching Passion 2021. Or, sorry, I meant Passion 2020. And everybody was gathering in the new Mercedes-Benz stadium that I saw being built back a couple of years ago down in Atlanta, Georgia. And, you know, it was so exciting. You know, all I could think of was, wow, this is my first official full year that I'd be living here in Northern Kentucky. I don't think anybody ever stopped and thought about the fact that, oh, I bet this big, huge virus is going to spring out of China and come and ruin our whole year. And honestly, it's the last thing that anybody would ever expect. So let's go that way first, and then we'll turn around and go back that way. And I'll take some pictures as I go.
Wait, you have to hold on.
It's always nice to go by yourself because you can take your time and take pictures as long as there's like nobody on top of you. I'm very thankful though that I went down to Florida when I did. There was anything that Kay did this year that I'm extremely thankful for was suggesting that I come down to Florida earlier. However though, she made some poor choices. while I was down there. And unfortunately, she needs to learn that, you know, every consequence or choice, well, it's just every choice that you make, or action for that matter, has a consequence to it. And that is why, as of right now, I have chosen to now allow her to go to the theme parks with TJ, Vanita, and I next year. Only in February, though, in March. I didn't say anything about October so far.
I just expected her to fall in the water.
However, though, I am still highly interested in seeing her. And maybe doing something around like Winter Haven and Lake Wales. But that would be about it. You know, it tore me apart to say it too. And I'm sure Kay is thinking to herself, oh, David had no depression or guilt or whatever investing it. But I honestly was very sad that I had to say that. Because if she only knew how much I wanted her to be at the theme parks with us, then she would truly understand. Well, I have a road blockage up ahead, so I'm going to end this clip and let's take some photos. Alright guys, well, that's pretty much my entire vlog. I'm sorry it's a little dark in here, and I'm sorry that I never actually ended the vlog at the Creation Museum like I intended. My phone battery just got way too low, so yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yep, rice is warm. Hopefully I can get away with eating it, but sounds like my brother is giving me a really hard time about leaving like right this second, which is dumb because I didn't think he was going to get out on time, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, it was very busy tonight. Lots of pretty lights. I was getting a little annoyed, of course, because there were so many people and they kept stopping in front of me and kids kept running all over the place, but otherwise I really enjoyed it. Really looking forward to doing another Christmas vlog. Probably be just driving around the neighborhood or walking around the neighborhood, videotaping all the lights on people's houses, and that'll be about it. So to end my vlog, I'm going to show you guys a picture of my roommate's Christmas tree, which isn't our official one, but it's still pretty. But I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.